Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be building the Lego Hidden Side Wrecked Shrimp Boat set 70419. It comes with Spencer, Jack, Palmer, Jonas Jr. and Captain Jonas. And Captain Archibald as a digital character. So this is the front of the box, which does have some very nice artwork on it. And this is the back of the box, which shows the whole set. It does have some nice, as you see it, some nice accessories with it, like the canoe and the alligator, among other pieces, and the fact the boat breaks in half as well. So, which is actually quite cool. So let's just get this started. I can see the canoe already. We have a Lego canoe, which is really cool. And we have one box. I'll put the box over here for the time being. I'll stick that there so I can see the names, because nice, reasonably thick instruction book here. So we have 1, 2, 3 bags and a nice sheet of stickers, my favourite. So we'll start off with, have my scissors, so we'll start off with bag 1, which is the alligator, which is what looks like it looks like the bank side, which looks a bit haunted, and the canoe. And it has Jack on it as well. So where's bag 1? Right here. We'll get this started. I do like it when Lego make the creatures and make the animals, because usually when I do it, they tend to do quite a good job on that. So first of all, we'll build Jack. He's got his hoodie and his cap on, so which I don't think is quite a nice touch. He does seem to have he has his what's going on here face and his runaway face as well. So he has his little dog as well, which is Spencer. Yeah, I do like these dogs, they are very cool. I think they do something when you put them on the app, which I haven't really got around to doing yet. He's got his little mobile phone detection device in here somewhere as well. I'll try and find that. I think it'll be in this little bag here. There we go, there's his little mobile phone detection device. As you can see, there's a ghost on it as well, which is quite cool. One of these days I will actually try and use the app and just see what it's really all about. So, but I do like the characters and the build of these. I do like the characters and the builds they do. So you put them through the hidden side stuff. So I have one alligator to build now. We have a tail and a little blue half stud here. That goes in there, calf connector. That means the tail move. This is an albino alligator as well, so let's get this on here. And here we have our albino alligator, which is quite cool. I do like these. I'm still trying to get my swordfish figure at the moment, but I've got a hammerhead shark and a normal shark, but I'm just waiting for that boat, try and get hold of that boat set with the swordfish at the moment. It's on my lookout list at the moment. We'll put the alligator over here for the time being. We have a little canoe here. So that bit goes on there. Or for the canoe. Is that it for the canoe? And that's it for the canoe. So it's quite a basic build. You could make it watertight so it flows in water if you wanted to. So we'll put the canoe over here. That is quite nice, I do quite like that. Next we've got to build the river bank. This is like like a lot of the sets Lego do now with which are play sets. So you end up building these using the angled bits, trying to find the other angle bit. There we go. They're all in the shape of an A. So A for angle, ironically. Make sure you put them on the right way round. That bit goes on there. Fortunately, you can tell by on the print with this what colour's what because the bricks are the same colour, so they're never 100% accurate, but they are the same sort of murky grey, I would call it, but I am slightly colourblind. If you do know the proper name for the colour, do feel free to put it in the comments below. All feedback is gratefully received. Got one of these. That's the first bit of this bit done. Put that down over here. And we've got to build like a face of whatever this creature may be. So these bits go on the side here. Some dark red pieces go on the top here. I have a couple more pieces going here. I'll show you this in a minute. This is what we have so far. That's the one side of it, and that's the other side of it. I won't say back or front at this stage, because I usually end up being wrong. So find these little angly bits on here, if they've got to be in here somewhere. There we go. Two more of these go on here. Maybe do the 4-piece across there, that's what I would have put on there, but that's what we have at the moment for this one. Now we've got to build a back to this piece. So bear with me, I will show you what I'm doing in a minute before I stick it on the back. And that's the bit that goes on the back of this, so I'll make sure it goes on the right way. some detailing on the front here now. There we go, that's the front of it. Some more teeth on the front. Some little eye pieces. These are quite evil looking eyes, so like a spirit of a gator of some kind. So bear with me, I'll show you what I've done in a minute. We have some more moving parts to go on as well, which is good. And that's what we have so far for it. It looks like something from the Lego Mixels set so far, but I do like it. It does seem to move, so it goes up and down like that, which is quite cool, really. A couple more bits to go on here. There we go. Put that bit over here. We've got to do one of the side bits now, so I'll show you each bit as I come to it. So which is that bit there. That's the first bit. We've got a seesaw pivot thing here, so that's going to be more moving parts on the set, which is always good. Yeah, very hard to see with the colours when they print this, to be honest with you, but you just have to sort of, sometimes you've got to take a chance and go for it and hope you haven't got to pull it apart again. So and that's what we have so far for this bit of moving. Find out what it is as we go. One bit goes in the side here, and one brick goes on here. They are loose fitting connectors, go on here like so, as you can see. So here we have a little moving bit here. Doesn't have a lot of movement in it, but a bit of greenery here. One of these. That now attaches that to that bit there, and this bit is a bit jiggly, for want of a better term. So that's what we have so far on here. Now I have a few more bits to attach on here. That bit goes on there to hook that on there. And this bit goes on here to give it a more interesting that's what we have so far on it. they're sort of make it, give it a bit of, I'll try to think the best word for it really, but I'm trying to make it so it just doesn't look like flattened Lego basically. So there we go. We have our little so we put that bit down there now, and then we can start on the next side bit now. Which goes on like so. Thought we were missing a brick there, we're not. That's what we have so far on there. Goes on here. Here we have. We're making a bit more landscaping on there. That's what we have so far on this bit. So. Show you that, and we got to build another piece here. It might have some moving parts on it as well. So there we go. And this bit goes on here like so. Have some leafy slash corally bits go on here. That bit goes on there, this bit goes on here. We have a bit that goes on here, a little bit more greenery. It's attached with that. These bits do get quite fiddly, so. And there we have our nice bit of haunted greenery with our monster which appears out of nowhere. I could just get a bit rattly there. Could have done something with those really, but we'll move forward, see where we go. Put that over here. Now we've got open bag number 2, which has Parker and Captain Jonas. bag over here. Have some small fiddly bits on this, so one more bit in the bag, there. Right. And a bit of Lego's just fallen on the floor. There we go. Ooh, caught it, I hope. Only one way to find out. We'll see what comes out in the build. So we have some nice cool octopus attachment there, which I do like. Trying to find her body. Here we go. Right, she has a slightly bemused face and a happy face. We'll give her a happy face for the time being. She has a little phone in here somewhere. Phone or attachment, which is... There's quite a nice console in it that I've seen, so it's always good. There's her little phone or detector. So we'll stick that there. She has her beanie hat and her blue hair, which makes her look quite hip and cool, and has a bum bag over her shoulder as well. So nice detail on it. Ripped jeans as well. So if you can see the detailing on there, quite a cool figure. We'll put her over here. Next we have Captain Jonas. And Captain Jonas has two features, which is quite nice. Standard Captain Jonas comes with a fisherman's outfit, which is quite cool. It's got the jumper and the orange waterproof and the trousers, so he doesn't get too wet. This is his. I'll show you his. Yeah, he only has one face as Captain Jonas, with his standard Captain grey beard and his fisherman's hat, which is quite cool. But we don't want him to have a fisherman's hat, do we? We want him to be. Stick his fisherman's head in his hat for the time. Fisherman's head down here. He has his demonic fire head, which I do quite like these. This is the reason I buy these. This is the reason I like these sets. So he has some octopus arms, which are quite cool, and he comes with a pirate's cutlass, which is a sword for anyone who doesn't know. The pirates generally use cutlasses, so I know that because I've been on some one, I've watched Pirates of the Caribbean, and two, there's quite a few pirate crazy golf courses when I go on holiday. So there we go. There we have our Captain Jonas as in ghost form, which is quite cool. You can have the head of his victim in his hand as well, I think, just to keep them all together, I think. So there we go. There we go, he does look quite cool. I do quite like that figure, so do quite a lot with that. So now we've got to start building the boat. That's what we have so far for the boat. Now we have the second part of the boat. This bit here is to actually cover over the holes to make it as watertight as you can make Lego. Because making Lego watertight is not an easy task, having tried it quite a few times. So we'll stick these stickers on here. The boat is called Maria. So we'll stick that on there. Put the other sticker on. There we go, we've got the stickers on there, so the boat's now been christened. So, yeah, that bit goes on there, and then we have our, that's this half of the boat. Stick these bits on here. Got some bits to go on the side. Some nice reverse roofing pieces to go on the side to give the hull a bit of a shape. And this is what we have so far for the boat. I don't really see it floating because there does seem to be a gap there in the middle, unless they put in some bricks across there at some point. I don't really see this being actually really floating in water, so. But it's probably not a theory I'll probably test either, so. I once made a hovercraft out of Lego and then tried floating it in the bath once, and it didn't really pan out too well. So, and plus it was quite heavily loaded up as well. So, have a couple more bits to go on here. If you are going to try and get make a Lego model float, you have to reinforce the bits that come in contact with water 2 or 3 times across, and you might stand a chance of doing it. But if you do succeed, do feel free to let me know and maybe stick the video on YouTube. I've always fancied a proper Lego boat that actually floats, so at some point I will. So. These bits here go together. The floatability of this boat has just improved a little bit, so I'm now looking for one more of these now. I'm struggling to see it at the moment, bear with me. Unless that was a bit that fell on the... No, it wasn't. Happy days. There we go, we got some like clear round bits on the bottom to make it look like it's floating like that. So it saves dragging. You can't really drag the bottom along, so it won't do it much good. We have one bit that goes on the front. And one more bit goes over here. Gives us the front of the boat there, which I believe is the stern. I could be correct, if anyone could be wrong, but if anyone knows whether that's right or wrong, do feel free to let me know in the comments. It's a long time ago since I was in the Scouts, so. There we go, that's what we have so far for the boat. goes across there, and a bit that goes on here, and one more of these. Some nice sock pieces go on the side here. I'm just going to put some stickers on those. So on this side we have at number 5. Number 1 goes on the other side. I'll show you this in a minute. Double check it's. There we go, to give it the wooden effect there. Can you see, if you can see the stickers on there? They do give it, it's quite a nice touch. So now we've got to put a bit more bricks on here. Bit more building, so one of those, and one of these. You start building the cabin now. That's what we have so far for this. So it's looking like a boat already, but it's looking very boaty already, so. Now we've got to stick some of the rings on the side that prevent the boat from getting damaged. That's why they put tyres on the side of boats, to actually stop them from getting damaged when they're docking. So we've got 4 of these to do. Put these in the wrong place, so always read the instructions. Work up this, that one goes here. No, it doesn't, it goes here. Oh, I think. Nearly lost another brick. This will be a good video for dropping stuff, so. Do this on the other side, same on the other side. Now we have these little rings with just studs on the end. That there. And now we've got to put some of these bits on top of these bits here. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. It looks like this is where the rails go, so these bits are quite important. There we go, lost one. A bit heavy-handed. There we go, that's what we have so far. Now we have an exhaust. That's the exhaust vent off of the boat. Goes on there like so. And we put the bars on the side here. There we go, that's what I've done, that's what we've got so far. Got 3 of these bricks to go on here. Make sure they go the right way around. We also have a nice update on the Space Lego, on the old Space Lego computers there as well, if you can see that. That is really nice actually, really nicely done. That's a very good job Lego, so I'm quite impressed with that. So now we've got a couple more bricks to go on here. On one of these we've got to put a sticker as well, sticker number 11. I've got a sticker on both sides, which is the number for the boat, which is Mike Lima 06719. And it's done in a slightly faded paintwork thing as well. I'll try and show you that now. That is quite a nice touch really. I'll get the other side done. Getting a bit disrupted down here. I think the ghost is wanting to come out a little bit. I don't think I'll put my phone on it then. So there we have the boat with its ID number on it as well, on both sides. We have a blue bit that goes on here. We have sticker number 7, which goes on the grey side, which is another control panel. That is quite cool. Shame they couldn't have printed that, but then you have a couple of anchors which go on the blue bit. Just some of these bits they could have printed, I think, but there we go. Got that bit there and that bit there. That bit goes in the cabin on the boat. Just a little bit more building work to do on here. So a couple of bits on the side here. One of these. There we go. Now we've got to put the screen on the cabin. That bit goes in there. It goes on there like so. And we have some windows on the side, which are variations on the old Lego windows, as you can see. We have some stickers to go on here as well. So sticker number 4 goes on this side to give the boat a bit of character and shows the windows a bit cracked on it. So Sticker on that side is number 2. Check it's not a sticker on the windscreen, so yes, there's a sticker on the windscreen as well, which is number 3. On the screen here, on the cabin window. This is quite nice, it's good, gives the boat a bit of character. Try and show you that, and that, and that. So next we have to put some life buoys on the side. So some couple of half connector studs on here, and you put some life buoy stickers on these. Doesn't matter which way they go because they are a decoration. So there we go. We have 2 of these. I'll show you them both. This is so you don't, so we know. Stick that on there. Got a bit more building on here to do now, so oops, lost the side bit there. The trouble is you've got to try not to be too heavy-handed when you're building. I lost the other bit as well. Try and do this a bit more carefully this time. This bit goes the other way. And we've done it again. So when you're building this, do take note that you don't put too much pressure down on it because it doesn't like it. I'll try holding it this time when I'm attaching it. I think it might be safer. See, I'll put the roof on it without. I'll hold it there. We have another sticker on top, which is of a lobster. So that bit goes over the exhaust a little bit, so like that. Just show you that now. I wasn't reading the instructions because I was trying not to break the boat up. So if I'm quite equal pressure here, that should be fine. No, it's not. I've just done it again. This is one of those builds, it's probably going to... There we go. Now we've got a ship's like radio mast. Which goes on there. An aerial. A little lamp. These have been used in, this has been used in 1 or 2 other sets as well. I believe it's in one of the Frozen sets, I think. Or not the Frozen, one of the Frozen characters from the Disney set, but... And I believe I've done it, unless I've missed a brick out, I seem to have one spare... I just seem to have one spare part at the moment. I don't seem to have a lot missing, so... I'll take that as good. That's the first half, that's the first half of the boat. Put that over here for the time being. We have bag number 3 next. first of all we build the connection points. I think I've done that wrong. Again, that's what I mean, don't read the instructions. That's one thing you always take from my videos, read the instructions properly and you don't end up doing it again. And that's the first bit of the second half of the boat. Two side bits go on here. There we have these two bits go on here, so that should make it a bit more watertight if you ever do try and float it. I did explain that earlier, the Lego floating theory. I think you have to buy their boats that actually are meant to float. This bit on here. This is the bottom of the boat and that's the top of the boat. So I've got to build a couple of sides here. There we go, got that one there. That's what we have so far. Two side bits go on here. Ah, we seem to have a character. Have we gone straight into boat building? We do. I seem to go straight into boat building when we did have a character to build, so I do apologise about order, but he only seems to have a shocked expression on his face, so, and he has a beanie hat. He is Jonas Jr. That's the figure in his fisherman's gear, as his jumper and his dungarees, waterproof dungarees, so he can go down there. We'll get back on with the boat. These bits go on here. I'll show you this in a minute when I get to the next page. This is what we have so far for it. We have a crate for their catch. This is what we have so far. have a rotational thing on there, I think, and we're now about to build one of these things they seem to put in all these sets. I'm not sure what about the actual significance of it, but I'm quite sure it means, I'm quite sure if you're really into it, you'd know more about it. But I just enjoy the build myself, so I don't get the time to really sort of play with it properly. So that's what we have. One of these spinny things on the side. Why isn't that going in? You've got to put, this bit goes on here like so. Oh, I see, yeah, it does spin round, look, it was me. One of these hidden side bits that actually spins, so particularly wheel arch bits on the side here. But there we go. We have an engine piece that goes on the top here. It does seem this boat is propelled by something a bit more supernatural than a normal engine, so I've got to make some shrimp now. There we go. This is how you make Lego shrimp now, by the looks of it, so try and show you that. It is a Lego stud with a red tooth / horn, and we should have a couple of little fishes to go in there as well. Your standard Lego fish and your shrimp. Can put a third one in there because I don't think we're going to need it. We've got a spare. Yeah, we have. We can put 3 shrimp in there, and we've got a spare cutlass as well. So I'm not sure what you use that for, but there's always good use for everything. So never waste your Lego. So this is the back of the ship where the engine and the catch is on. So this goes together on here. I see how this works now, I think. You can have the boat like that, with the captain driving. He can be in charge of the catch. So it does have some nice moving parts on it, this set. The fact the boat comes apart as well. Not sure what it's powered by. So we'll pull it apart a minute. I can do it gently. Apparently the boat must go on here like. These bits here do not want to stay on, so. Obviously if you ever buy this set, do take note that don't be too heavy-handed with it. I don't think it's designed for that. I think this is how it's meant to work. Like this, you have your shrimp island, you have your monster that comes up here. The boat can be stuck on the rock, and along comes Jack and Parker to actually save the day. See, Jack's got his little canoe. We can put his little dog in the back as well. Or Spencer, and Parker can sit on the back of the canoe, which isn't probably not that practical, but. And then all he has to do is row up to the canoe, avoiding the albino alligator, and and hopefully save the day. Overall, I do quite enjoy this set. It looks a lot better than it does on the box once it's built. Got nice moving parts on it. I do like Lego boats anyway. The canoe is quite cool and the characters look really good. So Lego have done quite a good job on this. And plus the captain, in his especially in his ghost form, it does look really cool. A bit piratey, a bit spooky, and does have the tentacles as well. So really cool, really nice, really good job on this Lego. And the fact the boat is, when the boat shipwrecks, it can be a bit choppy as well. So overall a cool set and an enjoyable build. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching the whole thing. If you have, very much appreciated. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Leave any comments at the end. Any comments regarding the video or Lego in general will be replied to. I'd like to thank my regular subscribers on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you very much for your support, and I hope it continues. So thank you for watching. Stay safe and keep building. Thank you very much.